You probably clicked on this video because you feel like a fucking loser. Like there's something wrong with you. Every time you do something, there's someone better than you. Maybe you're trying to be a competitive swimmer. There's someone who swims 10 times faster than you. Everyone around you is a better swimmer. They look better. They eat better. They are more sociable than you. And you are here just sitting around scrolling on YouTube. What if I tell you that the people you're looking up to, the people around you, are probably doing the same? And that's not a reason to do it, but that shows you that you can easily get ahead of the competition. The thing that most of us do wrong when living our day-to-day life is just assuming that other people are better than us. And it makes sense because we barely know them. There's always a logic behind it, and you have to assume that there is, otherwise you wouldn't be doing it in the first place. But as I was saying, you're assuming something that is not true. And of course, you can't just click it off. But there's a way on how to deal with this, which is pretty crucial when you want to become one of the best. If you want to become better than those people that you're looking up to right now. You should talk to them. You should become friends with them. And try to understand how similar they are to you. Try to envision them being you. Would they do the same things? Do they really know how to deal with social problems or social anxiety? Do they know how to face their fears, or are they just lucky to not have any in the things that they value? We are more capable than you think, and you're stronger than the other people than you think, because there's something in us that wants to improve on our own problems that nobody ever went through. Like, people went through social anxiety, right? But I've never lived in the house that you've lived, with the parents that you live with your siblings. We all have our own ropes and struggles, and the devil is always in the details. That's when when you compare yourself to other people, you just assume that they're exactly like you. You assume that you were them. No, they were you. And even though they were you, just like you are per definition, that's they made more improvement than you. Which is bullshit, because most likely they never experienced the same things as you. And I'm not telling you to stop competing with others, which you should. You should compete with the people while understanding that they're more similar to you. They haven't solved every problem that you have. Maybe they're afraid. Well, maybe you're afraid of talking to people. Then by talking to people and getting over it, you know how to deal with it. But when those people face a threat of constantly being scared, they wouldn't know what to do with it because they've never been through with it. So it's not sustainable. They are walking towards a pitfall that you already went through. So you have an advantage and make use of it. You know how to deal with fears. You know how to live with fears while constantly being anxious of everything. You can handle that stuff. Maybe you don't want to put yourself through it again. Okay, understandable. But at least you have an easier time to deal with fears. Or not an easier time, but you know how to do it. Which is insane. What you are doing is battling a competition that doesn't really exist. You're battling with people that are gods in a sense, that aren't human. Just try to picture these people next to you. If it's people online or people you've never met before, picture them next to you. You would probably have a different opinion of them when they're right next to you, talking to you. Like David Goggins for most seem like a god, but it is achievable when you go through all the hardship that he does. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm saying it's possible to do what they do. So just don't give up that easily. And you can ask yourself, okay, how do I stop giving up? By understanding that you can do it. That's the only thing you have to do. It's trying to understand what I'm saying here to you. If you understand something, then you think it's real. That's obvious. What? Why do I even have to bother explaining to some people? Well, I had also the need for an explanation of that. But yeah, competition is really strange in a sense when your mind is telling you that you're never going to be like those people. But that's never the case. Like, depends on what rules you add, but even a person that can't walk, that only has one leg, can walk and compete with those people. Why? Because maybe they would understand the value in it. Oh, but what I'm even saying, that person can also walk by making his own prosthetic leg, right? But when the other runners have to do that, when they also lose their leg, they wouldn't be able to do that because they have never looked into prosthetic legs. You're facing problems that they have never had, which makes you more sustainable in that area. You're beating your competitors by having your own personalized struggles and try to find them out and go all in on them. Like, even go all in on things you're not good at, definitely, but understand the value and your place on the hierarchy by realizing these little problems and using them to your advantage, because that's where a lot of us go wrong. I hope you guys do something about this. And yeah, tell me like one of your problems and how you're going to deal with it and how to battle your competition that way, because I'm actually interested. I want to see how this video has helped you guys. Okay, see ya.